What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So today was the day the press conference was held for undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who has 26 wins, no losses, no draws, 24 big wins by way of knockout. He is 27 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, as he's going to face off against WBA lightweight interim title contender Rolando Romero, who is 14 wins, no loss, no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. With that said, we know Rolando Romero, he had a lot of things to say regarding Gervonta Tank Davis, the skill set of Gervonta Tank Davis, and Rolando Romero was never short on words until today. Rolando Romero says he's the he's gonna knock out Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis don't have power. Gervonta Tank Davis is trying to work his way out of the fight with him. This is a fight that's rescheduled from the initial fight that was scheduled for December 5th of 2021. But Rolando Romero, he had some serious allegations alleged against him that saw him pull from the fight, which saw Mexican superstar title contender or star title contender in Isaac Pitbull Cruz replaced Rolando Romero. Gervonta Tank Davis won a unanimous decision. With that said, today they came face to face finally. Tank Davis, he stated that in the first press conference for the first fight, he was in a different mindset. In this fight, in this press conference, he's in the correct mindset. And so Gervonta Tank Davis, he stated that, you know, he had to let Rolando Romero know via social media, you have a lot to say. But now that we are in person and face to face, you don't have much to say. Tank Davis, he called out Coach Larry Wade, strength and condition coach, which I didn't think was deserved, right? I think Coach Larry Wade is a great strength and condition coach. He called him out. He said, I worked with him before. I already know what he do. And he called out Rolly's trainer. And he said he don't know what he doing. And then he got face to face with Rolly himself. And he called Rolly out. And the only thing Rolly could come up with, you could completely see Rolly was shocked. You could completely see Rolly was, you know, not prepared. Rolly has told the world that he has never had a press conference. The first press conference they had for the first initial fight was the first time he had a press conference for any fight. And once again, we're in New York. It's 40 degrees, it's cold, and it's raining. And Rolando Romero has on a two-piece suit with no shirt and bare-chested, and saying that's because he always looks great. Okay? And so Tank Davis is in his face. And Tank Davis said, I knew you was all talk. I knew you wasn't about that life. I knew you you're just trying to promote the fight. And Romero had no answer. His only answer in response to Gervonta Tank Davis was, that's why you got beat up by Isaac Cruz. You couldn't even knock out Isaac Cruz. That's all he had to say. Which leads me to believe and lets me know, as everybody believes, he's not prepared and ready for this fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. He's not on the level of Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? He is, you know, in need of a lot of work, okay? He's not a guy who is very skilled, okay? He has power. As Tank said, this dude has power. He does have power. You know, he does, you know, show grit in fight, and he does have an awkward style, as Tank alluded to. He said he do have an awkward style. He does have power, which he does. But like Gervonta Tank Davis stated, you know, he's not very skilled. You can tell Rolando Romero is a fish out of water. The moment is just simply too big for Romero. The moment is too big for him, okay? He doesn't know how to respond. He's a deer in headlights when Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, confronted him on the stage and was telling him He even put his fingers in his face, nearly mushed him, okay? He had his fingers all in his face. Now, obviously, it's the press conference, and obviously, you know, you don't want anything else to, nothing physical to transpire in the fight, you know, don't come to fruition. You want the fight itself. They're gonna fight, right? So there's no need to get physical at the press conference. But his body language and his facial expression and his conversation let you know that he was completely out of place, okay? He was completely shocked, right? Which means, to me, he was like a deer headlights. His only rebuttal and response to Gervonta Tank Davis, like I said, was him saying, oh, that's why Isaac Cruz, you had trouble with Isaac Cruz. That's why you had trouble with Isaac Cruz. It kind of reminds me of kids in an elementary school on the playground where they don't have much to say and they resort to just saying, oh, your mom, you know, that type of situation, right? And this lets me know, it's a clear indication to me that when the lights are bright and they step in the ring and he has to actually fight, he's going to freeze up. He's going to get brutally knocked out. He's going to make a mistake badly in that ring, and he's going to get highlight reel knocked out. He is going to become, I believe, a meme, okay? Because of all the trash talk that he's been talking, all of the buildup, and he's going to quickly realize that there's levels to this, and this is not a game. You understand? And Gervonta Tank Davis is one of the most skilled, ferocious fighters in the sport of boxing currently as it stands, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis is technically sound, but he's very explosive. He's a southpaw. He can box. He can move. He's very versatile, have a high ring IQ. And for somebody of the stature of Rolando Romero with only 14 fights and not having a big fight, this is a step-up fight, and he going all the way to the top. Okay, this is a step-up fight for Rolando Romero, and he's going all the way to the very pinnacle of the division, right? And that's where he's making his step-up fight. I think that this is going to, you know, change his career, not for the best, right? I believe this was a mistake on the part of his team to allow this fight to come to fruition. Although he wants to fight, he's confident. He was talking up the fight. Sometimes you got to save the fighters from themselves, okay? And sometimes you, as a team, have to make better decisions, okay? And this is not a good matchup. It's just not. It's just not, you know, a matchup that should have been made on the part of Rolly's team, okay? Regardless if they're stablemates, so they both signed the Mayweather promotions. And regardless if they okayed it or not, and regardless if he was calling out his manager, his team, his trainer, I know they're confident in his ability. I know they're confident in his power. You have to identify style matchups. You have to identify levels. You have to identify how prepared your fighter is. Now, I know it's a big payday. It's going to be financially changing for Rolly's family. But at the end of the day, I just don't think that this is a fight that should be made. You can tell by his body language, there's completely different levels, right? His body language, his responses are, yeah, when he's you see the videos when he's doing interviews in his training camps and in the gym when he's by himself and with his team, sounds very confident, right? His body language is completely 1000% different when he's in front of Gervonta Tank Davis at a face-off, when he's under the lights for the promotion, when the press conference, when they're asking him questions. He's ill-prepared. This is too big of a step up for him. There's levels to this, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis understands that he attempted to push his buttons to get him respond to show the proof of the confidence that he shows when he's in his interviews on his own, and he doesn't show it. His body language does not, represent that of a confident fighter that understands what he's up in the ring against, okay? Regardless if you a fan of Gervonta Tank Davis, regardless if he thinks Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't have power, regardless if he thinks Gervonta Tank Davis is not skilled, you have to prepare for the absolute best. And it's like they believe that this is a joke. Like, I feel like they believe that, Gervonta Tank Davis, his size, they're overlooking him. I don't understand the mindset going into this fight for them. And I think this is a huge mistake. And also, too, as well, Gervonta Tank Davis was asked about, the situation going on with Floyd Mayweather Promotions. And he completely, sidestepped it, said, I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to talk about that right now. We're not going to get into that. And very noticeably, Leonard Ellaby was short-winded, right? He didn't have much to say. When it was his turn to talk on the podium, Leonard Ellaby didn't have much to say on the podium, right? He gave the basic introduction. And when Gervonta Tank Davis was doing his interview, usually Leonard Ellaby dibble and dabble in the conversation, involve himself in the conversation some way, somehow. He didn't do none of that. Okay. And I know people will say, well, they both Mayweather promotion fighters. They're stable mates. Maybe he's straddling the fence. Well, he was doing interviews and he was talking it up when the first fight was initially announced, but now he was very quiet, very distant in my opinion. And I think that, I think this is much of a confirmation that this is it for Gervonta Tank Davis with Mayweather Promotions. So Tank Davis said that they made a mistake putting him in the ring with him. They match made this fight because his contract is up and he's leaving. And he said they put the wrong guy in there with me to think that they're going to beat me. He ain't that guy. And I don't believe Romero's that guy either way either. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Find me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.